Why play Volgarr the Viking? Well, my name is VanguardOfValor, and I'm going to do my best to help you answer that one for yourself. The short version of why you should play Volgarr the Viking is that it is a brutal and unforgiving action platformer in which you must hack and slash your way through the countless hordes in order to amass great riches and attempt not to die horribly. Dying horribly is, however, part of the job. To see if Volgarr the Viking really is for you, though, let's take a look at it in a little more detail. Volgarr was developed by Crazy Viking Studios and is their only game to date, and was published by Adult Swim Games, who have brought us a variety of games like Fist Puncher and Super House of Dead Ninjas, which was released on September 13th, 2013. Volgarr was developed with the intention of recreating the difficulty of the games of yore, and with that mindset, it'll be interesting to see what else the developers produce. Now, onto the game itself. Volgarr the Viking opens with the titular hero being reincarnated by Odin and commanded to rise and go forth. With no more story than that, you begin your quest across the lands to murder all manner of creatures, including, but not limited to, lizardmen, clams, giant bees, fishmen, snakes, and giant robot crabs, in an effort to accumulate wealth. Conveniently enough, everything you're out to kill is quite happy to return the favor, and despite Volgarr's incredible strength, he is only human, and can be quite easily killed by the multitudinous forces arrayed against him. In keeping with the game's goal of replicating the feel of games long past, Volgarr is controlled with very few buttons. Through a few simple combinations, Volgarr can move side to side, duck, roll, jump, and double jump, although your trajectory cannot be changed in mid-air, slash with his sword, throw a spear, or observe his surroundings. Volgarr's spears are one of his most versatile tools, as they are thrown with such force that they stick into walls and can be used as makeshift platforms to reach out-of-the-way areas, as well as being effective ranged weapons. To help survive your lengthy crusade, Volgarr can equip himself with various pieces of gear found in treasure chests throughout the land, and these pieces of gear upgrade you in various ways. Some allow you to survive additional hits, bolster your spear-throwing abilities, or allow you to do double damage. While a single hit would normally instantly turn the unfortunate Viking into a shower of blood and bones, Volgarr can survive some hits by discarding some of his gear instead. The chests found along the way are always filled with the next piece of equipment Volgarr needs, so it's not possible to have Volgarr's flaming sword, his final piece of equipment, and nothing else, for example. If you have been particularly skilled and have managed to avoid taking any damage long enough to reach a chest while wearing all of your gear, the chests begin to be filled with more and more valuable treasure, as well as with the occasional and mysterious warrior spirit. The game is broken up into 6 different main areas and a secret 7th area, each of which consists of several parts. While the start of each section features a large crystal which acts as a checkpoint and revives you when killed, there are no other checkpoints on that particular map, and you must survive the entire section to reach a new checkpoint crystal. Skilled players may find it possible to access harder versions of many areas, which are much less forgiving. In these hard mode variations, not only are the maps more difficult, but reincarnation is strictly limited, which can add a great deal more challenge. Although the game does not allow for saving, stating that you will be forced to restart if you quit, it is in fact possible to skip a major area if you have beaten it already. The soundtrack of Volgarr the Viking fits the feel of the game wonderfully, and the various sound effects and shouts contribute as well. From the visual side of things, Volgarr is not the most graphically advanced game ever produced, but it is very well made and well animated recreation of the pixel style of systems past. One complaint that could easily be leveled at Volgarr is that the game is an absolute time vampire. The fact that you are required to start from the beginning each time you play, as well as the fact that there are incredibly few checkpoints and that the game does not feature any real save system, means that it will undoubtedly take some time to reach the end. This problem is mitigated somewhat once you discover how to skip already completed areas, but you cannot get the best ending by doing so. It is also certainly not intended for those who are not ready for the challenge Volgarr will provide. If Volgarr the Viking has caught your attention, the game costs $12, €12, or $10 on Steam, and is bound to murder you repeatedly until you get your money's worth. So, why play Volgarr the Viking? Hopefully by now you have the information you need to answer that one for yourself. This has been VanguardOfValor. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below to let me know what you thought about the video. Until next time, bye-bye.